first term. So yesterday we have seen different keywords, which is finally and final, and we already seen about
Try and catch.
one way of handling the exception is try and catch. There are other two ways are there to handle the exceptions. That is called throws and throw. Okay. So can anyone tell me what do you mean by a throws? English meaning basically. So
To give something.
what is it?
To give something
Pass.
from a person to another person.
From a person to
Passing.
another person, passing something,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
For example, he
Passing.
throws the ball towards me.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So like that. Okay. So he throws the ball from person A to person B. That
Yes.
means like you're passing something from one person to another person,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Now, what do you think here passing? So I'm telling throws is the one type of handling the exception. So what do you think here throwing from one person to another person?
Throwing from one exception to another exception.
One exception to another exception. One exception to another exception means the exception we have written here, right? So how do you we are gonna be throw? Means like the exception is raised here. How we are gonna be throw? Come on.
I think we are throwing the exception, but not from one exception to another exception.
Okay. We are throwing the exception, but not from one exception to another exception. For example, see, so we have a method called room one. Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm calling the room one in the main method, which is already a try and catch block is there. Okay. So now tell me the try and catch means whatever the exception is being raised here, it's gonna be handled by this place, right?
Yes.
So now before this line, we have seen like all these lines are belongs to this try block only. But
Yes.
if you have this method calling means this is happening in this class. I mean this method. If you are called this method means you are going to be execute all these lines.
Yes.
Now tell me if any exception happened here, how it is gonna be handled. If any exception handled here, how we are gonna be handled.
By using throws keyword.
Well, it is passing that exception to that room in main method.
By using the throws keyword one, okay. How do you use the throws keyword here? That's okay. We did not touch about the syntax. We'll look into that. But how do you handle the exception in the room one? It is comes. Come on, think.
Well, we are using that keyword for testing
Can
that create some new time for that actually to stop particular method for some time.
Sorry, Leela Prasad, I did not understand. What was it?
Okay.
No, come on, once again, please.
Actually, we are using that keyword for testing that thread dot some timeout.
Leave.
Then it throws the exception.
I'm not talking about this line. I'm talking about when I call a method here, And in this method, is there any exception is happened? For example, you can take like, int c equal to 10 by 0. Directly, I am introducing exception here. Okay, in the line number 29. When I call this method, then automatically here the exception would come. Correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So if the exception rise, then how you are going to be handled here? That is what my point.
Then it goes to catch directly.
Where catch?
No.
So okay, now execute. Any other ways do you think, guys?
No.
I think that method should throw the exception.
The method should throw the exception.
Yes, and it won't execute any other thing.
But method should throw the exception. That's what we understand. We started learning about the throws means something will be thrown from this method to this method. That's what we understand. But there is other way to do that. That is what I am expecting an answer. How do you
You can
handle the
introduce a
exception?
try there, right?
Yes, we can
Try
able to
block.
write one more try and catch block, right? You can write a try. Is there any problem? I can write a one more try block and catch block here.
No.
I can handle the exception here also, right?
Yes.
So when I call this method also has the one try and catch block, so that it will execute, and if there is any exception comes, we will get to execute this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that is the one process which we already seen. Now we are going to look into the another process, like if I did not write the try and catch block here. Okay, I don't want to write. I know I can able to write it, but I don't want to write it. But whatever the exception, if it is raised in these lines, I need to handle it. For that, we have a second type of handling the exception is throws exception. So means, we have to take it at the method level, because we are not anywhere in this line. If it is any exception, it's been raised here at this method level, it will identify, okay, is there any problem comes? Okay, throws exception. Then it will come here. Then automatically this line will execute. Get it? Clear?
Can't we use it inside main?
What is that?
Can't we use it the throws inside main?
Inside main here?
Yes.
Where you
No,
want to
I
write
mean,
it?
inside main anywhere. I am writing a method
No,
inside there.
No. Throws always at the method definition level. Okay.
Okay.
On this level only, you are gonna be throws. You are throwing the exception. If there is any exception, if it is raised in this method from starting to here, starting to end, anywhere on in this method, if it is any exception it occurs, then throw this one to the parent one where it is calling. Okay. Get it?
Yes.
Understand? Any questions? Guys, did you understand or you did not understand?
So we already need a catch block for this, but the catch block should be somewhere else, and the method name should have the throws.
See, the point is like you can able to write the try and catch here to handle the exception. That's
No, I am
everyone,
not writing the
right?
try. Yes.
Okay, but I don't want to write the try. But if there any exception being raised here, I need to handle that. That's what, to handle this one, we need to use the throws keyword at the method level, so that you can throw this exception if it is anything happened here to the calling person. Okay.
Okay.
Get it?
Yeah. There. Yeah.
I mean, it's straightforward, guys. There is nothing hidden logic, nothing. I mean, deeper insights. You need to think a lot. So the person right here, he don't want to write the try and catch. So he has directly some lines of code. If there is any exception raised, then how to handle? He cannot able to handle here. Then if you're not able to handle, then automatically, what is the way to do that? Then there is another way to handle the exception is throws exception. Throw this one. Where I need to throw? Who is calling this method to that person, throw it. Then he will let him handle these things. Okay?
Yeah.
Get it?
Yes.
So that is the one way of handling the exception. So we already seen try and catch. That's the first way. And we are seeing already the second way is throws exception. Okay, throws keyword.
Yes.
Right? Next, throw. Okay. Tell me here, what do you mean by a throw?
Grammatically, though, they both mean the same.
Don't say it is yes and there is no yes here. Okay. That is a plural and this is not a plural. This is singular. Okay.
So pass to a particular person.
Okay. Here, we can say like, if I say to Manjunath, throw ball towards me. I am saying throw ball towards me. Or else I am saying throw this ball to Lavanya. Okay. Something like that, I can say, I'll throw this ball to Saurabh. Something like that. I am saying do this one. Correct?
Okay.
That is a sentence that basically we follow. Correct?
Yes. Yes.
So we will not say throws this ball to someone else. That's not the way the sentence will be. Right?
Yes.
So throws means like the exchange is happening between the two persons. The throw means I am saying throw this one to someone else. Right?
Okay.
Okay. Now, for example, forget about it this one. Okay. Now, you are getting two variables like integer A, comma, integer B. Okay. You are getting two variables. If and you are doing the A by B. So here, if B equal to 0, if B not equal to 0, then do A by B. Else throw arithmetic exception. One second. Add to relation. No. Okay, sorry, yeah. I forgot the syntax. That's what I'm just looking into that.
So new.
Oh, yeah. I forgot the syntax. Throw,
Here new, sir.
throw new arithmetic exception.
Sir.
So yeah, this is what it is. Okay. For example, thank you, Harsha.
Sir.
For example, I'm getting the room 1. I'm calling this room 1 in this method. Okay. 10 comma 0. 10 comma 10. So I'm calling the method room 1. I'm passing the two parameters A and B. But in some point of time, when I get this A and B, if the B value is 0, then what will happen automatically? If I do this, I'll get the arithmetic exception, right?
Yes.
Correct? Automatically, I will get the arithmetic exception. There is no doubt at all.
Yes.
Okay. If B is not equal to 0, then only calculate the C value, or else don't calculate. That is what my requirement. If someone send the B, then automatically I want to say to that guy, you are sending the B value as 0. So that's why I'm throwing the arithmetic exception. Anything. For example, array index out of bound. If we want to access this some value of 7, which only the 6 values are there, then automatically, if we pass the value of a 7 and trying to access the 7th element, if the element is not available in that array, then automatically it say like array index out of bound exception, right?
Yes.
Clearly. So while writing your code, you know this might happen. This could be happen. Okay. So there is a high probability where the persons, when they calling the method, so they will pass the value 0 knowingly or unknowingly also. Okay. So unknowingly they send this value as 0, then automatically they have to say, boss, you send the 0. So you need to say that throw arithmetic exception. So you are throwing the arithmetic exception here. So that is what is called throw. Means you are telling to the person saying that you made a mistake because of some X value you have sent. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So that is what it is, means you are throwing, you wantedly throwing because of the mistake it is there. Okay, you know, while you're writing the code itself, you know this might happen. So A by B, 100%, A value can be a some value, B value, if it is a 0, then automatically we'll get an arithmetic exception. That is clear, right?
Yes.
So in that case, how do you gonna be handle without writing the try and catch? Means this is the another way to do that.
Okay.
Get it?
Yes.
So you
Yeah.
know, while you're writing the code itself, you analyze, okay, there may be a chance of here a arithmetic exception might occur. Okay, if the occur means I need to tell to the person who is calling me so that they will understand, okay, this is something wrong which I sent to him. So if this guy sent like, you know, to the 0, then automatically, if I send the 0, then automatically it will come here. A and B, A is 10 and B is 0, then B is not equal to 0. Yeah, B is value is 0, right? B is not equal to 0, it is false.
Yeah.
Then
So it
automatically,
goes yes.
then automatically it will throw the arithmetic.
Arithmetic exception.
So you are throwing, you are wantedly throwing. So previous things, how do we have seen? Previous thing, we don't know this occur or not. Okay, because in the try block, we don't know what is going to be happen. In the throws also, you don't know. In the line of code, there may be exception might occur, you don't or may not. But here, 100% you are sure. Because of this might happen. For that, you need to say that there is a arithmetic exception. It is going to be occur here. Okay.
Yes.
Got it? So,
Yeah.
so it is very simple, guys. One is the basic universal structure where writing the try and catch block to handle any sort of exception. That is the first way we have seen. And the second way is in the method level. So you don't want to write the try and catch, but how do you handle any sort of exception? It is occurred into the method level. Then you have to write the throws. And the third one is, you know, there is some point of time, something would happen. So if that happen means I need to tell to the person where you made it some mistake. You have created some exception. So there I need to say that throw new arithmetic exception. So there are the three different ways, but everything is collaborated to the same thing called exceptions. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Clear? Because this is really confusing topic. No one will see in your wherever if you take it, if you read it about it, it is not at all clear to anyone. So that's why I put it into the simple way where everyone has to understand. When you read it into this, or you have seen the many videos, the people will say 100 things. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Clear?
Only the throw is I think independent, but because try and throws, they all need the catch block, right? Only the throw is independent.
Yes, you can think about it. So, okay,
Okay.
get it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes, please go ahead.
If we use throws somewhere, we have to give the catch as an exception, not arithmetic exception or arithmetic exception, right?
Anything. So if you see, like, for example, if you write the throws, you can write the base class.
Yeah.
You don't know which type of exception it occur here.
Yes.
But you know exactly it will happen arithmetic exception here. You can write arithmetic exception here. You know array index out of bound exception would happen. You can write array index out of bound exception. Anything. It depends on your requirement, how you're going to be handled. For blindly, the people what would say, I don't know what exception will occur in my method. I will go directly the exception class. That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but particularly and specifically, you need to say in this method, this exception only occur. Then you can write 100%. I say there is no other way, other exception might occur. It is going to be occur only arithmetic exception. With your gut feeling, you can write it here.
Okay, so
Okay.
which one will it take? I mean, you have given throws and throw in the same method. Now, which one will it take?
Yeah. Now, for example, now if any exception happened apart from this line anywhere, then this would happen.
Okay, okay,
If this line is executed, then this is going to be executed.
okay.
Right? Because there is not only one line, right? There are n number of lines would be there.
Yes.
So in that case, this would be the whatever the priority would happen, that is going to be occurred.
Okay.
Okay. Clear?
I have another question about that new keyword there. What is it doing there?
What is it?
The new keyword there. Yes.
Because you are creating this one. You are saying this one. Get it?
Okay. And
So,
normally new is used to allocate memory for something,
correct.
right?
New is allocate the memory, but the point here is when you are saying that throw new arithmetic exception means you are creating some memory for raising the flag saying that arithmetic exception it occurred.
Okay.
So that is what it is. Basically, how it is happened, right? When you provide the try and catch, automatically some sort of memory has been allocated and any exception is raised, then you can able to identify this is happened here. Okay. But here you did not say anything, but you are gonna be raise your red flag saying that, okay, this exception is raised here. So you're calling to saying that, okay, start. But it is simple, guys. See, basically, when you create an object for a class, so for example, house to obj equal to new house to. This is the house to. Okay, this is what we do. What happened? For example, I'll write it here. Okay.
Why it is showing error?
house 2 is there, right? So because it's abstract class.
Okay.
Okay, house 2 is there.
Yes.
Now, can I write house 2 like this also, right? I'm calling the class, I mean, calling the constructor for creating this one. So, I mean, when you are very well versed in the programming, this type of coding also we will write. So, means you are directly calling and creating the memory and you can return it. Basically, how it is, we used to write it, right? For example, I'm gonna be written the house 2 object here. Okay. House 2 object here, return new. We will write sometimes like this also, because we are expecting house 2 object. Whenever I call this method, I want the house 2 object. So that we'll write directly, we'll get this object house 2. In the same way, we are calling the new arithmetic exception, means you are gonna be raised which type of exception by calling this arithmetic exception
Arithmetic
arithmetic
exception.
also.
Okay.
That is what it is. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Get it? Clear?
So the return type can also be a class type, right?
Anything. See, the return type could be anything. See, what do you think, like integer?
Yes.
This is also something, right? For
Yes.
example, if you see here, if I say string, okay, return, if I say like this, it is a class.
Yes. Okay.
Then what is the difference of the another host to class and this is both are same, right?
Both are the same. Okay.
That's the way. There is nothing difference over there. See, the point here is we need to understand how we are gonna be do that. So that's the way we have learned initially how we are gonna be have the different data types, how we are gonna be create the methods, how we are gonna be return these methods. All these things we have seen already, right?
Yeah.
Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Any questions on throws and throw or total exception concept?
More clarification, we can use throw anywhere inside the program, right? Not only in main method.
We can use anywhere.
Okay.
Wherever you think there might be an exception, I want to raise it, you can raise it. You want to raise your red flag, you can do that. Very well do that. Get it?
Yes.
Okay. Any other questions? Come on. Is you people are really understand, or you people are did not understand, not even a 1 point?
Oh, understood.
There are two chances only, guys. So because if the people are very silent means there are two things. One, they really understand. Two, they did not understand anything and they confuse and they don't want to ask the person because he will ask on one more question on that. So there is only a possibility of 1 or 2. Which one is happened? Either you understand or you did not understand.
Understood.
Anna, in throws, can we use multiple exceptions? Anna?
Multiple
Exception
example,
types.
yes, you do. Whatever is you want, you can do. For example, I can say, or you want to do the generic one, which everything is gonna be handled. You do. So
I think he's saying like
In throws, Anna, in method name itself.
no. Actually, this is a base class. That's why might be we not do that. I forgot exactly, but you can just see, guys. Understand, like, will you able to do that in the throw new exception or not? You do. Check it. Okay. I forgot actually. We can do like this, right?
So for using throw, we have to specify that exception, but we can't use the exception only. That we can do in throws or try and catch.
Yes, basically there is some reason I forgot actually. Let me see. Extend throwable only. But basically, we know which type of exception is gonna be raised. So that's the reason we will write, right? We know
Yes.
this is arithmetic exception, so that's why we do that. Correct.
Yes.
So that's the reason you cannot able to have a generic one. You have to have the specific
Specific
exception.
one.
You need to
Yeah.
do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
If you don't know which is gonna be happen, what is gonna happen, then simply write throws or simply write try and catch. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Any other questions?
Actually, I'm having clarification. I tried for the try catch block, the multiple exceptions I've given in it. There, can you scroll down one?
You want to share something, Nageshwari?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, go ahead, go ahead. Come on, Nageshwari. Are you sharing?
Yes,
No.
sir. Yes, yes, my Eclipse is very slow. It's okay.
Okay.
She's sharing, that's why I'm talking.
Okay. Here
Yes,
I
Nageshwari.
it's showing somewhere.
Uh-huh.
And replace catch blocks with throws. It will be here. It throws arithmetic exception and it's also throws this one.
Yes. Correct.
When it throws multiple exception in one.
Yes. Yes, you can do that.
Okay.
You can do that because you know, in my code, in my whatever the method, there may be chance of arithmetic exception might come, array index out of mount might come, or I don't want to give any specific exception. I want to give only exception. You can do that. Very well you do that. Okay. Get it?
Yes.
Good. Any other questions? Hello?
No, no.
Okay, we'll go with the teams. Team A, clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Team B.
Yes, sir.
So,
Everyone clear? Team B?
Yes, sir.
Team C?
Yeah, yes,
Yeah,
Moulali.
Anna.
Good. Team D?
Yes, sir.
Good, Lavanya?
Yeah, no, clear.
Okay. How about you, Sai Sri? Team C?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you do practice, Sai Sri?
Yesterday, yes, sir, we did.
Okay. So any questions?
No, sir.
So you did not understand anything then?
No. Not like that.
Okay. Okay. Okay, guys. So if you guys are very good, then so from this, we completed one very important and very crucial and very confusing concept of exceptions. Okay.
Yes.
Then we'll move on to the next level. So that is called, what is the next concept we'll go? Okay. Okay, then we'll move on to the next concept called Maven. Okay, up to now, we have seen the programming playing only in the class files, methods, and how to handle the exceptions. If there is any problem is been raised, how can able to return the method, all this stuff we have seen. Okay,
Okay.
and constructors, inheritance, polymorphism, okay, overloading, overriding, and there is a problem in the inheritance, and how to overcome that problem, and there is a one of the friend of that problem. So everything we have seen, correct?
Yes.
So now we are going little bit ahead of it. As of now, if you see this, the total object-oriented concepts we have covered, and some other parts of the handling the classes we have seen, and now we are gonna be a little bit ahead, means we are going to handle the projects. How we are gonna be handle the projects? That's what we are going to be seeing now. Okay. Now, for example, guys, when if you see the Java underscore training, this is a one project, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so everything like, Arun training is a project, Java training is a project, Maven training is a project. Like that, there is a different projects are there. So now I want to use this project into the some other project. What should I do now? If I want to use this project to the some other project, basically. So what will happen? All this code, whatever the code which I have written here, they will bundle into the one file. They will mix everything into the one file, and you can use that file into the some other places. For example, we'll see here. This is java.util, right?
yes.
So what is this java.util basically?
Package.
Utilities.
This is a
Java
package.
utilities. Yeah.
This is a package. Now, this package does have a list of classes would be there, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So these all the classes, they bundle up and they have given into this package. Just like in our examples, which we have seen here. Wherever we are seeing that. Let's have to make, oh yeah, here. So just now, just like that, we have seen here in this Java training, there is a package called area. So I am bundle all these classes and then interfaces with this area package, right?
Yes.
If I want to use these classes in the another package, what should I have to do? I need to import that, right?
I have to import that. Yes.
I need to import this package of this area, means all the classes will be available here also. Correct?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. So this is within the project, because this is a Java training project. We have a multiple packages here, so that you can able to import this package here and this package here or this package here. You can able to interchange everything because everything in the same project, right?
Yes.
So, but if you want to use this package into the another project, what should you do? You want to use this package into another project, because this is a different area and this is a different area. This is like, you know, take this as a Chennai and take this one as a West Bengal. Okay. So previously what we have seen in the West Bengal, you have a connectivity from the Howrah bridge to some X bridge, some X bridge to some Y bridge. You have connectivity so that you can able to go, because you are in the same West Bengal. In the same way, if you are in Chennai, you have from bus stand to railway station, there is a some lot of connectivity. So you can do that. But if you want to handle, if you want to access the Howrah bridge in the Chennai bus stand, what should you do? You need to access this package into the another project directly. It's totally different, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
how to do that? For that, what we used to do, right? We are gonna be bundle all these packages into the one file that is called JAR.
JR. Okay.
Okay, that is called JAR. Okay, when you immediately understand, right? You know, if we say jar means we will understand our kitchen jar, right?
Yes.
Correct or not?
Yes.
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 Okay, so this is the similar fashion. Here also in our kitchen jar, what we do, we'll put all the things whatever we want in that, so that we can able to carry from one home to another home if they want, right?
Yes.
In the same way, here also JAR means this is not the box, basically this is a Java archive. Okay, JAR means Java archive of a particular project, right? So particular
Okay.
project, I am archiving all the classes, interfaces, abstract classes, methods, whatever it is there. Everything have compressed and put it into the one file that is called jar, so that you can able to import that jar file into the another project, so that you can able to access all the methods. That's the same way. So that means I created a flyover from West Bengal to directly to the Chennai, so that I can able to access. Simple like that. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Get it?
Yes.
This is not
Yes.
the general term. I did not go into the project. I just telling you how we are going to be access the classes, packages into the another project. That is what we are discussing as of now. Okay.
Yeah.
Any questions now? Whatever we discuss about it.
Anna, can you repeat about the jar again?
Okay. Basically, Lavanya, so if you see in the kitchen, we have a jar file, jar, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that jar, right, you know, you can put all your peanuts. So if you fill with the peanuts, so if I ask you, because I live here next door, so if I ask you, you will give me whole jar, correct?
Yes.
So that I can able to use the peanuts, what is there inside the jar file, in the jar box, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
But in the same way, you have all the packages, classes, everything in this Java training project. Okay. Right?
Yeah.
So I want to use this house one class in this Arun training project.
Okay.
So you say like, you know, this in this package, I want to use it. How should I do that?
So I'll create a jar file.
So for that, the same process where the kitchen jar is transported from one home to another home, in the same way, I am putting everything, I'm bundle this whole project, means like this area package, com.java.training package, com.java.training2 package, all these packages I am bundle up and I am putting into the one file that is called jar.jar file. Okay, so Java archive. So in the name itself, it is the archive, means you are mixing everything and putting into the, I mean, you are saving into the one place. Correct?
Yes.
So you can put it everything in the jar file. Then you can import that jar file here. So you can able to access all the classes, methods, everything in this project. How we are going to be import everything, we will see that. But the process you have to understand now. Okay?
Yeah.
Clear, Lavanya? Or,
Yeah, no.
still,
Yeah, clear.
Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other question? Guys?
No, clear, I think.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sure?
Yeah.
Yes, Moulali.
Very good. Now we'll see how this jar look like. For now, I just said, okay, I created 2 projects so that the people able to, I want to access this project data into this one. Throughout the world, n number of people are doing the n number of packages. How do we use it? We cannot, right? Because how do we know that package is available so that I can able to use it? Correct?
Yes.
For these things, we have a separate concept. So before going to that concept, I will just show you how these jars are look like. When you come here, we have seen this java.util, right? This is someone has written some package and someone has written some hundreds of classes in this so that we can able to use it here. Correct?
Yes.
So this is inbuilt package, means when you install the Java, so with the Java itself, it is coming. So I did not import this one somewhere externally so that I need to use it because it is inbuilt one. So I got it immediately, right? So we'll see that. When you open this one, so this is called .jar. All these things. Did you see .jar?
Yes.
So this is all our packages. See, this is all our packages. When I will show you the java.sql package. So these are all the different packages where I can able to use in my project. Okay.
Okay.
Get it?
Yes.
Correct? So in the same way, because these are the inbuilt projects, inbuilt packages, so that I got it immediately. But if someone is executed, someone has created a project, how can I use it? For example, Manjunath has created a project in India. I want to use it in Canada. How do I use it? For that, we have a concept called Maven. Okay. So if you don't have any questions on this, then I'll move on to a concept called Maven. If you have any questions? No?
No.
Okay. We'll move on.
One question, one last question. Jar will be of compressed format or it might be in some other file format.
You want to see the jar, how it look like?
Yes.
See? For example, if I open this one, security, see? Are you able to see
Nageshwari.
Nageshwari,
Yes.
you can see this, right?
Yes.
This is the way it should be. In the Java, they say as a jar. In the .NET, they say as a DLL. So both are similar type. I mean, they're also use this. All these packages is compressed into the one file that is called DLL in .NET. In Java, we say as a .jar file.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
So any project, any programming language will do this. I just want to give you the more information. So that's why I just tell you the .NET. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So this is called .jar file. How do you use in your project? Okay. Now, before going to the Maven, I just want to tell you one simple story so that you will articulate how it is gonna be worked, the Maven thing. Now, when you have a money in your home, okay. So, for example, my wife, she holds all the money in her kiddie bank, okay. And myself, I hold all my money in the bank, okay. Now, if I want to use my money, for example, right now I'm in Canada and I move on to the, for vacation, I came to India. So what I could do, I need to use my debit card, go to the bank, go to the ATM and get the money. That's what I have to do, correct?
Yes.
So the bank is a centralized repository where I can able to access anywhere in the world, wherever if I go, if I have a money in my account, so that I can able to go and access whatever the things, right?
Yeah.
So there is a charges are there, that's a different story, but I can able to access my money wherever in the world, so that it is centralized, so that I can able to do that, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, the other point, my wife, what she did, whatever the money she earned, she's gonna put it into the kiddie bank. For example, if she traveled to India, now she is able to access her money?
No.
No, because it is available in her home in Canada, so that if she is in India, she cannot able to access, because it is not centralized. It is only available in the Canada home only, right?
Yes.
So this is the two differences. One is centralized, one is localized.
Okay.
Because this is locally it's available. It is centrally, it is available throughout the world. That is the bank which we used to say, right?
Yes.
Now, so we have understand one is centralized and localized. These are the two things we understand. Now there is one more point. For example, you put your money in your bank. And one fine day, our Prime Minister comes and he say like, demonetization. Okay. Then what happens? All the money which is there in my bank, do I need to worry?
No.
No, right?
No.
So the new currency notes, if I go to the bank and I swipe it, then I will get my new currency notes, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So if the old notes are there, if the new notes came up, so that it will automatically give me the new notes, right?
Yeah.
So I no need to be worried at all. So whatever the old or new, anything, I no need to be worried. But in the same way, if my wife, she holds the money in her hand, in her kiddie bank, if the demonetization happens, what she has to do? She has to manually walk to the bank and she has to exchange that. So that, can you give me my new notes by taking these old notes? I need to manually do that, right?
Yes.
So we have understand two concepts. One, centralized and localized. And two, if there is any new thing comes, the person who holds in centralized, he don't need to be worried. But the person who holds in the local, he has to be worried about
Manually do it.
manually, he has to change that, right? So
Yes.
these are the two concepts we understand now. Clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Any questions on these two concepts? I mean, this is a generalized concept which we used to do usually, right?
Hmm.
Any questions on this? Clear about it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, this concept will add it to the our Java thing. Okay. Okay. Now we'll see here. This is called Maven repository. So whatever the centralized point I was talking about it is called a Maven. Maven means it is just like a bank. In the bank, all the people will hold the money into that. In the same way, this Maven repository, throughout the world, the people will update their jar files, their projects. Okay, for example, if you see here, I'll say Selenium, right? If I open here, if you see here, I can see all the different versions of my library, right? And if I want to use this one, what I have to do? I just use, I mean, if I go to the POM, then we'll understand. But for now, you just understand, like, so this Selenium, they have updated here. Okay. And the same way, for example, if I see here, Maven Java doc, this is one of the project we can say. If you see, I have all the things. And if I want to use Maven projects report plugin, so all the things are there. So this is called a centralized repository where all the people will update their jar files. Okay.
Yeah.
So if it is a old, if it is a new, whatever it is, they will put it here. This is called centralized repository. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Any
sir.
questions? Any confusions? Anything?
No.
We will talk about local repository tomorrow, but first, we need to understand the centralized repository, how it works, and how we are gonna be accessed. Everything we will understand tomorrow. Okay. I'm
Okay.
just giving you the introduction about the Maven. If you have a time, read about it. Try to do that. Anyway, we will discuss about extensively tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Any other questions? Anything?
No, sir.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No? Very good. Very good, guys. Okay. That's it for today. Right. We'll